Just arrived at the Lighthouse. Jesus, this place is more isolated than I thought. Can't see another building for miles.
How are the accommodations? Do you have everything you need?
It's Spartan, but functional. Small bedroom, basic kitchen, radio equipment. The lighthouse beam is automated, but I need to monitor it daily. And lucky for me, there's a signal tower here, so I can still text.
And the pay is still what they promised?
$8,000 a month for 6 months. That'll clear our debts and give us breathing room. I know it's not ideal being away from you and Jasper.
We'll manage. This is exactly what we need right now. After everything with the film falling through?
Don't remind me. Still can't believe 3 years of work just evaporated. But this lighthouse job will fix things. I promise.
I know it will. We believe in you. Just focus on the work and stay safe.
Hey kiddo, how was school today?
It was okay, I guess. Mom told me you made it to the lighthouse. Is it scary being out there alone?
Not scary, just quiet. It's actually kind of peaceful. The ocean stretches out forever. I can see why some people would find this meditative.
Do you have internet?
Internet is spotty, but there's enough of it to text with at least. But to be honest, right now I'm more concerned with just getting settled in, learning the equipment and procedures.
Okay, Dad. I miss you already.
I miss you too, son. But this is temporary, 6 months, and we'll have enough money to start fresh again. Maybe even fund my next film project.
That would be awesome. I want to help with the next one. Maybe I could be your assistant director.
I'd like that. We'll make it happen.
Good evening, Dorian. I trust you've settled in adequately.
Yes, sir. Everything looks good. I've reviewed the manual you left. Daily light inspection at 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. Weather reporting every 12 hours. It's all memorized.
Excellent. Now, I also wanted to tell you that there is one additional instruction that I must emphasize. You must watch the sea at nighttime. This is critical.
Watch the sea at nighttime? For what exactly? Boat distress signals?
Among other things, just ensure you observe the waters after dark, every night without fail. Note anything unusual in your log.
Understood. Is there something specific I should be looking for?
You'll know it when you see it. Sleep well, Dorian. Tomorrow begins your first full day.
He's safely at the lighthouse. Just finished talking to him.
How did he seem? Was he okay?
Seems like it. He's actually very optimistic. This job will solve all our problems, to be fair.
I still don't like him being away for so long. He's my dad.
We've been over this, Jasper. This is the only way. The debt collectors were going to take the house.
The salary will be more than enough. That kind of money is life-changing.
6 months isn't that long either. We just have to maintain normal contact. Be supportive and loving. He needs us all right now. And we need him.
First night here is pretty peaceful, hun. The lighthouse beam is hypnotic. Sweeps across the water every 10 seconds.
That looks lovely, actually. Almost romantic.
It would be with you here. The sunset over the ocean was incredible. I should have brought my proper camera equipment. Could film some beautiful establishing shots.
Maybe for your next project, when this is all over.
Exactly. I'm already getting ideas. A psychological thriller set in isolation. Man versus nature, man versus himself.
Sounds intriguing. You always were good at finding stories in unexpected places.
This place definitely has the atmosphere for one. Sometimes the fog rolls in and you can't see past the rocks. Creates this eerie, otherworldly feeling.
Just remember you're there to work, not to get lost in creative fantasies.
Of course, the work comes first, but I can't help noticing cinematic potential.
I love that about you. Your mind never stops creating.
I love you too. Missing you already.
How was your first night of observation?
Quiet. Watched the sea from 9 p.m. to midnight. Nothing unusual to report. Just waves and darkness.
Good. Continue this routine nightly. Document everything in your log, even if it seems mundane.
Can I ask why this is so important? The other duties I understand, but this seems...
Seems what?
Unusual for a lighthouse keeper. Most of the manual covers standard maritime protocols, but this nighttime observation isn't mentioned anywhere.
It's a recent addition to the position based on new requirements from the Coast Guard. Maritime security has become a priority.
Maritime security? Out here? This area doesn't seem like a smuggling route.
You'd be surprised what travels these waters. Just follow the protocol, Dorian. Your compliance is essential.
Hey, brother. How are things back home?
Everything's fine here. How's the new job treating you?
It's exactly what I needed. Isolation forces you to focus. No distractions. No temptations to procrastinate.
That's great to hear. You sound more positive than you have in months.
Well, I do feel positive. For the first time since the film collapsed. This job gives me purpose again, and the money will change everything for us.
Evangeline mentioned the salary. That's incredibly generous for lighthouse work.
I thought so too. Almost too good to be true. But apparently they have trouble keeping people out here.
Why's that?
Isolation gets to some people. My supervisor mentioned the last guy quit after just 3 months. Said he couldn't handle the solitude.
What about you? Think you can handle it?
I'm not some people. I've been through worse than loneliness. Losing everything I worked for, facing bankruptcy. This is just quiet.
Well, we're all rooting for you. The whole family believes you can do this.
Thanks, bro. That means everything to me.
So you're the new keeper.
I'm sorry, who is this? How did you get this number?
Ezekiel Marsh. I live nearby. Saw the light go on tonight. Been dark for 2 weeks since the last one left.
You live nearby? I haven't seen any houses on the island. Just ocean and rocks for miles.
There are places you haven't looked. Places you shouldn't look. Now listen to me carefully. You need to leave that lighthouse.
Excuse me? Leave? But I just got here. This is my job.
It's not a job. It's bait. They didn't tell you what happened to the others, did they?
Others? My supervisor said the last keeper quit.
Is that what he called it? Quitting? That's one way to describe it.
What are you talking about? You're not making any sense.
It knows you're there now. The light calls to it, draws it up from the deep places. You have maybe a month before it comes.
Before what comes? Who are you really?
Someone who escaped. Someone who got away before it was too late. Take the boat. Leave tonight. Don't let them feed you to it like the others.
Okay, look, sir. You're clearly having some kind of mental breakdown, so I'm blocking this number.
Wait! Check the logs. And I mean the real logs. Not the sanitized ones they left for you, under the floorboards in the radio room. See what really happened to Thomas Wickham. See what happened to Robert Crane. See what they planned for you.
Got a weird message tonight. Some guy claiming to live nearby. Told me to leave the lighthouse.
That's strange. What did he want?
Hard to say. He seemed delusional, talking about things coming from the deep. Classic isolation paranoia.
You think he's a former keeper? Maybe someone who couldn't handle the job?
That would make sense. Probably washed out and is now trying to scare his replacement. Happens in isolated positions sometimes.
Are you concerned?
Not really, just annoying. I blocked the number.
Good. You don't need that kind of distraction. Focus on the work and the money.
Exactly what I plan to do. This opportunity is too important to let some madman derail it.
I'm proud of you for staying focused. You're stronger than you give yourself credit for.
I have to be strong. For you, for Jasper, for our future. This lighthouse job is our salvation.
Yes, it is. Our salvation.
Henry, I need to report some equipment issues. The lighthouse beam flickered 3 times last night, and the radio keeps picking up this annoying interference.
What kind of interference?
Well, it sounds like a low-frequency humming, almost like a whale song, but different. It's deeper. More rhythmic, too.
Ocean acoustics can be peculiar. Sound travels differently through water at night.
This felt more deliberate than just some general movement, like something was responding to the lighthouse beam.
Responding?
Every time the light swept over a certain section of water, the humming would intensify.
Fascinating. My theory is that some kind of seaweed is blooming near the island. I bet that's what you must be seeing.
I mean, maybe. But anyway, should I be concerned about the equipment failures?
Salt air corrodes electronics. It's perfectly normal. Just keep watching the sea at nighttime. That's all you need to do.
Okay, hear me out. I think something hit the island last night during the storm. Sounded like a freight train slamming into the rocks.
Probably just large waves. Storms can create powerful impacts.
No waves aren't that powerful. The whole lighthouse shook. The windows rattled and everything. But when I looked outside, the waves weren't that big.
Maybe debris from a ship or driftwood.
I doubt it. What really baffles me, though, is that I checked the rocks this morning, and there was no damage or debris. Nothing to explain that impact.
Oh, how odd. Did you tell your supervisor?
He says it's normal ocean behavior, but that doesn't really help my question, to be honest.
Are you sleeping enough, Dorian? Stress and isolation can make things seem worse than they are.
Whoa. I'm sleeping fine. This isn't stress, Evangeline. Something is happening out here.
Okay. I believe you. Just try to stay calm.
Good morning, Dorian. How were the waters last night?
Unusual activity again, Henry. Large whirlpools formed around midnight, 3 of them, each about 30 feet across. They lasted for nearly an hour, so I sent my drone out to get a better picture.
Blimey. Did you note down their exact locations?
Of course. But Henry, whirlpools that size don't just appear randomly. There's no geological explanation for them here either.
The ocean has many mysteries. Your job is to observe, not explain.
But shouldn't someone investigate? Marine biologists, oceanographers?
That's not your concern. Please just focus on your duties.
Dorian, this is Barnabas Root, Lighthouse Maintenance. I'll be arriving tomorrow to check the equipment.
Great timing. I've been having some concerns about some rather peculiar activities. Equipment malfunctions, unusual ocean behavior. I would love to discuss it properly with someone experienced.
I'm just there to service the machinery, not to chat about ocean mysteries.
Of course, but maybe you've seen...
I haven't seen anything, and neither have you. Do your job, collect your pay. That's it.
Whoa, okay. What time should I expect you?
Early afternoon. I'll finish fast and get back to the mainland.
There's a storm coming tomorrow night. You might want to stay over.
I won't be staying, ever. No one stays on that island overnight unless they have to.
The maintenance guy was here today. Strangest visit I think I've ever experienced.
Really? What happened?
He refused to discuss anything unusual I'd observed. Cut me off as soon as I brought it up. Plus, when he did get here, he finished his work in record time.
Maybe he was just busy?
No, it was more than that. He seemed genuinely scared, kept looking at the water nervously, and when I told him about the storm tonight, he practically ran to his boat.
Well, he certainly seems like a funny fellow.
He said something weird before arriving too. No one stays on that island overnight unless they have to. Yikes, what does that mean?
Maybe previous keepers had bad experiences. Isolation can affect people differently.
This isn't about isolation anymore. There's something they're not telling me.
Who's they?
Henry, Barnabas, whoever hired me. Everyone acts like there's some secret. Some reason people don't want to stay here.
Darling, you're starting to sound paranoid. Maybe you should request a few days off. Come home for a weekend.
I can't leave. The contract is very specific about that. Besides, we need this money.
We need you safe more than we need money.
I am safe. I'm just concerned. Minerva, I know we haven't spoken since the project fell through, but I might have found something interesting.
Dorian, where are you texting from?
I'm working as a lighthouse keeper temporarily. Remote island off the coast, but I'm documenting some incredible maritime phenomena.
What kind of phenomena?
Unexplained water disturbances, equipment malfunctions that seem intelligent, sounds from the ocean that don't match any known marine life.
Sounds like material for a documentary.
Exactly what I was thinking. Real found footage, not staged. Something genuinely mysterious.
Do you have any actual recordings?
Not yet, but I could start getting some. The isolation adds to the psychological element. Man alone against unknown forces.
I'd need to see some sample footage, and it would have to be genuinely compelling.
I understand. This could be exactly what we need to revive both our careers.
Just be careful, Dorian. Your last project took a toll on you mentally. Don't let desperation cloud your judgment.
This isn't desperation. This is an opportunity.
All right, send me whatever you can. I'll take a look.
Dorian's messages are getting more concerning. He's convinced something supernatural is happening at the lighthouse.
Define supernatural.
Giant sea creatures, mysterious sounds, equipment responding to unknown forces.
That does sound like isolation paranoia. I've read about this in remote workers.
How long has he been there now?
2 weeks.
Is Dad actually okay? Like mentally okay?
He's struggling with the isolation, but he insists on staying for the money.
Can we convince him to take a break? Come home for a few days?
I suggested it. He says the contract won't allow it.
That seems suspicious. Most jobs allow emergency leave.
What exactly did this lighthouse position entail?
6 months, full isolation, extremely generous pay. But the more he tells me, the stranger it sounds.
Maybe we should call him? Like actually talk to him instead of just texting?
He says phone service is too unreliable for that. Texts work better than calls.
This whole situation feels off, but we need that money. The debt collectors aren't going to wait.
So what do we do?
We support him. Keep him grounded through our messages. We're gonna help him get through this.
And hope he doesn't completely break down.
That's not very reassuring, Uncle Thaddeus.
I'm not sleeping anymore, babe. Can't sleep at night. Something's out there. I have to keep watch.
Hun, take a chill pill. Nothing's out there apart from maybe a few fish.
No. There's something titanic in the water, circling the island every night. And each time the sun sets, I think it moves a bit closer.
Dorian, you're scaring me. You need a break.
Not until we get that money. But by God, this thing isn't making it any easier. There are massive displacements in the water, like something the size of a mega whale is splashing around the island. But whales don't circle like this. They don't create many tsunamis.
Maybe it's just the current?
Currents don't come above the surface. This thing is learning to attack me.
Okay, now you sound paranoid.
Well, maybe I am, but considering this was the wave that hit last night. I took this on my drone whilst I hid in the basement. I've also started sleeping during the day. It doesn't come up when the sun is out, you see.
Dorian, this isn't healthy. You need proper sleep. And as for that picture, I mean, you are in an ocean area, to be fair. Is it really that surprising to see a big wave?
I need to survive, and survival means staying alert at night.
Maybe you should talk to Henry about this. Request a temporary replacement.
Henry won't listen. He just keeps telling me to watch the sea, like he wants me to see whatever this is. It hit the lighthouse again! The whole structure shook. God, I thought it was going to collapse.
What hit it?
The thing in the water. It created a wave 20 feet high, slammed right into the base. The water level is so high it's almost at the top where I am.
Oh my goodness. Are you hurt?
I'm fine, but the lighthouse isn't. It's tilting slightly now. The foundation must be damaged.
You need to call for help. This is dangerous.
I tried the radio, nothing but static. It knocked out the communication systems.
Use text, you idiot. You're literally texting me right now.
Very true. I'll go and see who can help me then. Nobody else is answering me. Evangeline? Look at this drone shot. It's of the water around the entire island.
Whoa, what am I looking at?
Perfect circles of water in the sea, getting bigger and more violent each night.
Maybe it's a tidal phenomenon?
Tides don't create perfect geometric patterns in the literal ocean. This has nothing to do with nature. It's almost like something is measuring the distance.
Distance to what?
To me, to the lighthouse. It knows I'm here.
Dorian, listen to yourself. You're talking about the ocean like it's alive.
Maybe it is, or maybe something in it is.
You need help, babe.
I need to get off this island, but I can't abandon the job. We need the money too badly. In other words, damn it. Isadora, when is my next grocery delivery scheduled?
Dorian, I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I can't make deliveries to your location anymore.
What? You delivered 2 weeks ago and now you're telling me this?
Company policy has changed. We're no longer servicing that lighthouse.
Since when? And why?
Since last week. Something about insurance liability.
Insurance liability for what? It's just a lighthouse.
I don't know the details. I just know we can't go there anymore. Orders from corporate.
How am I supposed to get supplies?
Maybe your employer can arrange something?
My employer arranged for you to deliver. Now what am I supposed to eat?
I'm sorry, Dorian. I really can't help you. The policy specifically mentions your lighthouse by name.
By name? What exactly does this policy say?
Just that Raven Rock Lighthouse is off limits. No deliveries, no visits, no exceptions.
That's specific and suspicious.
I agree it's weird, but I need this job. I can't risk it. Good luck, though.
Henry, I need to discuss terminating my contract early. This situation is becoming way too dangerous.
Dangerous how?
The lighthouse is structurally compromised. Food deliveries have been canceled, and there's something in the water that's threatening the facility.
Something in the water? Please elaborate.
I think it's some kind of large marine creature, possibly whale-sized or larger. It's damaging the lighthouse foundation.
I see. And you wish to abandon your post?
I wish to preserve my life, thank you very much, and report serious safety concerns to your company.
Your contract specifies penalties for early termination. Breach of contract would result in forfeiture of all pay, plus damages for finding a replacement.
How much in damages?
$50,000, plus legal fees.
$50,000? That would destroy my family.
Then I suggest you fulfill your obligations. 6 months as agreed.
This is extortion.
This is business. You signed the contract willingly.
I didn't know the job involved mortal danger.
All maritime work involves risks. You were informed of this.
Not these kinds of risks.
Complete your assignment, Dorian.
And if I don't survive it?
Then no pay.
Atticus, I know we haven't talked since film school, but I need someone objective to look at something for me.
Dorian, great to hear from you, man. What's going on?
So I'm working as a lighthouse keeper. Temporary job to pay off debts, but I'm documenting some pretty crazy stuff happening around my island. For instance, there's been multiple marine disturbances, as well as some unidentified creature activity.
Holy crap, Dorian. That looks rough.
It's not just the storms. You always had a good eye for detail. Take another look at the image.
Holy, it looks like something massive is moving underwater. The displacement wakes are enormous.
That's what I thought too. It's been circling the island for weeks.
Circling? Like hunting?
Exactly. Getting closer each night.
Dude, this is not normal. You need to get out of there.
I can't. Contract penalties would bankrupt me.
Better bankrupt than dead. These images show something hunting.
Hunting what?
You. Probably. The lighthouse. Whatever's on that island.
You really think I'm in danger?
I think you're in immediate danger. Pack your crap and leave tonight.
But the money?
To hell with the money. Money won't matter if you're dead.
Actually, I think it will.
Fine, you do you, man. But all I'm saying is that place is a goddamn coffin, and you're the one climbing in and letting them nail it shut.
Evangeline, answer me. Something is coming out of the water. Do you see this? It's the size of a building. Evangeline, what the hell is that thing? It's looking right at me. Evangeline, please answer. The lighthouse is shaking. It's walking toward the island. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Answer your phone. Call the Coast Guard. Call someone! Evangeline. Henry, what the hell is that thing? There's a monster coming out of the ocean. It's headed straight for the lighthouse.
Ah, so it's time.
Time for what? What is that creature?
That, Dorian, is what your lighthouse job has and will be been containing. What the light of your life will keep at bay.
Containing? The light attracts it. You said so yourself.
No, Dorian. The light keeps it dormant, deep in the oceanic trenches, but every 5 years it requires sustenance.
Sustenance?
A human sacrifice to return to its slumber. That's what lighthouse keepers are really for. And before you try to argue, this is necessary. One life every 5 years to keep that thing from surfacing permanently, to keep it from reaching populated areas.
Why me? Why did you choose me?
I didn't choose you, Dorian. Your family did.
What?
Check your family group chat. You now have access. Read what they really think of you.
What the hell is this chat? Evangeline? Thaddeus?
Oh crap, he got access to the chat.
How is that possible?
Henry must have given him the link.
Dad, what are you doing here?
What am I doing here? What are you all doing here? How long has this chat existed?
Dorian, let us explain.
Explain what? Explain why my family has a secret chat without me?
It's not what you think.
No. I can see all the timestamps of all your messages. This chat is 4 months old. That's before I even took this job.
Dorian, please calm down.
Calm down? There's a goddamn monster outside, and my family has been lying to me for months.
We didn't lie. We just omitted certain details.
What details?
Dad, I'm sorry. We needed the money.
What money?
The $5 million, Dorian. Henry's organization paid us $5 million to convince you to take the Lighthouse position.
$5 million? You sold me for $5 million?
It's not selling. It's a sacrifice for the greater good.
The greater good? I'm your brother.
You're also a failure, Dorian. Your film career was over. You were drowning in debt, dragging all of us down with you.
So you decided to murder me?
It's not murder if it's willing. You chose to take the job.
I didn't know I was going to be fed to a monster.
The creature needs to feed, Dorian. If it doesn't, it will surface permanently. Millions will die. Your death saves millions of lives.
My death saves your bank accounts.
Dad, I didn't want this, but Mom said you'd want to do the right thing. Save everyone.
The right thing? Jasper, they're murdering your father.
Your life insurance will pay out too. Another $1 million for Evangeline and Jasper. Death in the line of duty.
You sick bastards. All of you!
Dorian, be reasonable. You were already destroying yourself. This way, your death means something.
It means I married a psychopath. How could you do this to me? I'm your brother.
You stopped being my brother when you lost our parents' house, when you gambled away their inheritance on your stupid films.
I was trying to build a career.
You were living in fantasy, while the rest of us dealt with reality. Your debts, your failures, your selfishness.
So you decided to feed me to a sea monster?
We decided to give your worthless life actual meaning. $5 million split between 4 family members. Plus your life insurance payout, your death will secure our futures.
You're disgusting.
Practicality is not disgusting. Not like you would know anyway.
I trusted you.
Trust doesn't pay bills, Dorian. Your death does.
20 years of marriage. 20 years. And this is what you do to me.
This isn't personal, Dorian. It's business.
Business? I'm your husband.
You're a failed husband, a failed father, a failed provider. This is the first useful thing you've done in years.
I loved you.
Love doesn't pay for Jasper's college. Love doesn't clear our debts. Love doesn't buy security.
So you sold my life.
I invested in our future, Jasper's future. He'll have everything now. College, a house, a trust fund.
Built on his father's blood.
Built on his father's first intelligent decision.
It's here, Evangeline. Your monster is here.
Make it quick, darling. Don't suffer unnecessarily.
Make it quick? You heartless monster.
The insurance paperwork is already filed. Death in the line of duty. Very clean, very profitable.
Jasper, buddy?
Dad, I'm sorry. I didn't want to do this.
Then don't. Call the Coast Guard. Call someone.
I can't. Mom says we'll lose everything if I interfere. The money, the house, my college fund.
Screw the money. I'm your father.
You're also the reason we're poor. The reason I can't have nice things. The reason Mom cries at night.
So you'd rather have a dead father and money?
At least then I'd have a future. Instead of living in your shadow of failure.
Jasper, please. I'm begging you.
I'm sorry, Dad, but this is better for everyone. Even you.
It's looking at me, Jasper. Your father is about to die.
I know. Goodbye, Dad. Thank you for finally doing something right.
You're all monsters. Worse than the thing outside. At least it's honest about being a predator.
Are you quite finished with the dramatics?
Dramatics? I'm about to be eaten alive.
And we're all very sorry about that, but it's necessary.
Think of it as your contribution to humanity, your legacy.
My legacy is that my family betrayed me.
Your legacy is that you finally solved a problem instead of creating one.
It's on the island now. The ground is shaking.
We should probably end this conversation. Let you face this with dignity.
Dignity? You destroyed my dignity when you sold me.
Dad, just try to be brave.
Screw you.
We want you to accept that this is happening and stop making it more difficult than necessary.
Goodbye, Dorian. Thank you for the insurance money.
Goodbye, brother. Thanks for finally being useful.
Rest in peace, Dorian.
Bye, Dad. Love you. What have we done? What the hell have we just done?
We did what was necessary. Nothing more, nothing less.
We murdered my father. We literally fed him to a monster.
We saved millions of lives, Jasper, including yours.
I don't want to be saved like this. I want my dad back.
Your dad was already gone, sweetie. His career was over. His debts were crushing him and us. This way his death means something.
It means we're all murderers, and I have evidence of everything. Screenshots of this whole conversation. I could go to the police right now.
And tell them what exactly? That we conspired to feed your father to a sea monster? They'd put you in a mental institution, and regardless, you were fine until he actually died.
Besides, do you really want to destroy your own future? Your college fund, your trust fund, your entire life?
I changed my mind. I don't want money built on my father's death.
Then you're more naive than I thought, boy. That money will give you opportunities your father never had. Harvard, Yale, whatever you want. Just picture it now.
Screw that place. I want my dad.
Your dad was a failure, Jasper. A romantic, impractical failure. Now his death serves a purpose.
You're all demented.
We're realistic. Something your father never learned to be.
Mrs. Blackthorne, the entity has returned to the deep. Your husband served his purpose admirably.
Good. When can we expect the final payment transfer?
It's already processing. $5 million as agreed, split according to your specifications.
And the life insurance?
Should clear within the week. Death in the line of duty. Maritime accident. Very clean, very believable.
Excellent. Any complications we should anticipate?
None. Your husband's final messages will be attributed to isolation psychosis, standard maritime mental breakdown.
Perfect.
Humanity remains safe for another 5 years, thanks to your sacrifice.
Our sacrifice was minimal. Dorian was already destroying himself.
Indeed, though I must say your family handled this with remarkable composure.
We're practical people, Mr. Hill. Sentiment doesn't pay bills.
We need to discuss the money distribution. $5 million split 4 ways is $1.25 million each.
Plus Evangeline gets the life insurance, so that's another $1 million.
Which I'll share with Jasper for his education, of course. The rest goes into investments.
I don't want any of it. Blood money.
You'll take it and be grateful, boy. Your father's finally contributed something valuable to this family.
He contributed 20 years of love, 20 years of trying.
20 years of failure. This is his first success.
Success? He's dead.
Death with purpose is better than life without it. Your father understood that in the end.
You don't know what he understood. You murdered him before he could escape.
There was no escape, Jasper. The contract guaranteed that. $50,000 in penalties plus legal fees. He couldn't afford to leave.
We made sure of that.
I didn't know about that. You planned this perfectly, didn't you? Every detail, every trap.
I planned our survival, and yours.
I see the deed is done.
Ophelia?
I've been watching, dear. Henry added me to this chat of yours weeks ago.
Mother, what are you talking about?
The Lighthouse, Thaddeus. This isn't the first time our family has made this choice.
What do you mean?
Your grandfather, Jasper, my dear husband. We fed to the same creature 40 years ago.
Grandpa was sacrificed too?
When the family faced ruin, yes, just like now.
You never told us.
What was there to tell? He died with honor, serving a greater purpose, just as Dorian has.
This is a family tradition? Feeding people to monsters?
When necessary, yes. The entity requires feeding every 5 years. Sometimes families must provide.
How many others know about this?
Those who need to know. The entity protects our coastlines, our cities, our civilization. One life every 5 years is a small price.
You're all monsters. Every single one of you.
We're survivors, child. Something you'll understand when you're older.
Evangeline, I just saw the news. They're reporting a filmmaker lost at sea. Is that Dorian?
Oh, Serafina. Yes, it's him. He was working as a lighthouse keeper, trying to pay off our debts.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. What happened?
Maritime accident during a storm. His lighthouse was damaged. They think he fell into the ocean trying to repair it.
How horrible. Are you okay? Do you need anything?
I'm devastated, of course, but trying to stay strong for Jasper. Dorian would want me to be brave.
He was such a good man, always trying to provide for you.
He died doing what he thought was right, securing our future.
The insurance will help at least?
Yes, thankfully. He made sure we'd be taken care of. Even in death, he's still protecting us.
That's so like him. Always putting family first.
Always. I'll miss him terribly.
If you need anything at all, anything.
Your friendship means everything right now. I don't know how I'd cope without support.
I can't live with this. I can't pretend everything is normal.
You'll learn to live with it, just like I learned to live without your father's failures.
The money will make it easier. Trust me on that.
Jasper, your father is finally at peace. No more debt, no more shame, no more failure.
No more life.
Life without purpose is meaningless anyway. Your father found his purpose in the end.
His purpose was loving us, and we betrayed that love.
We channeled that love into something useful. His death saves millions, protects civilization itself.
Besides, it's done now. No going back. Only moving forward.
With $5 million to ease the way.
You make me sick. All of you. I'm leaving this family, taking none of your blood money.
You're 17, Jasper. You can't leave anything. And when you turn 18, you'll realize how valuable that money is.
I'll never forgive any of you.
Forgiveness is a luxury. Survival is a necessity.
You'll understand when you're older.
They always do.
Mr. Hill, I've been thinking about our arrangement.
Oh?
5 years seems like a long time. To find another suitable candidate.
Are you offering to help with recruitment?
I might know someone. Dorian's old film school friend, Atticus Byrne. He's struggling financially, recently divorced.
Interesting. Does he know about your husband's fate?
Of course not. As far as he knows, Dorian died in a tragic accident. He'd probably jump at a well-paying lighthouse position.
And you'd be comfortable sacrificing another friend?
Atticus isn't really a friend, just someone who knew Dorian. Besides, he's already investigating Dorian's disappearance, getting suspicious.
Then perhaps it would be wise to redirect his curiosity into accepting a lighthouse position himself.
Exactly what I was thinking. Kill two birds with one stone.
You continue to impress me, Mrs. Blackthorne. Your pragmatism is remarkable.
Sentiment is a luxury I can't afford, not with Jasper to think about.
Indeed. Shall I prepare the recruitment materials for Mr. Byrne?
Give it a year or two first. Let him get more desperate. Desperate people make easier targets.
As your husband proved.
As my husband proved.
It's been a pleasure doing business with you.
Likewise, Mr. Hill. Here's to another successful feeding in 5 years.
Indeed. The entity will slumber peacefully until then, thanks to your sacrifice.
Dorian's sacrifice. I'm just collecting the payment.
Of course. Enjoy your newfound prosperity, Mrs. Blackthorne.
I intend to. Every blood-soaked dollar of it.